Bullish AMP cost forecasts range somewhere in the range of 2 cents and 4 cents by 2030. Market examiners accept AMP could reach 2 cents by 2025. Bearish AMP market cost expectation for 2022 is $0. AMP presentation. Clients have become used to paying immediately and the independence from worry over security while making buys. This is somewhat more trying for blockchains. In any case, AMP is utilizing collateralization through its AMP token to ensure that network clients will not need to pick either speed and security. Despite the fact that the security token was just presented toward the finish of 2020, it has gained extraordinary headway. The organization is now being utilized by more than 40,000 areas, and its digital money is beginning to build up some decent forward movement. Could we at any point gauge the cost of AMPs, and is the token a method for installment later on? What is AMP? In the space of cryptography, there is banter about whether to put security or speed first. To guarantee the well-being of each and every exchange, security is required, yet speed is fundamental for the far and wide reception of a blockchain. Collateralization is AMP's response to this issue. Clients can wager digital currency with every exchange to guarantee that it will finish. The maker of Flexa organization, Tyler Spalding, additionally established AMP. It is built on the Flexa organization and records two main roles. While people can involve AMP for secure and prompt exchanges from their own resources, consolidating Flexa with AMP is feasible for traders to ensure that installments are paid progressively. The interest for a strong and complete stage will increment as blockchain client bases keep on growing. Financial backers are starting to see the value in AMP's clever thought. AMP Specialized Investigation. Specialized investigation shows that since its send-off, the AMP cost has moved generally high and low. The coin's process started at $0, and as indicated by verifiable records, it kept up with this cost for quite a long time. Afterward, it showed an unexpected increment and crossed 3 cents. It then continued with moderate exchanging after that. AMP arrived at a record high of 12 cents. Notwithstanding, following that, the coin had a lofty decay and retested around 3 cents. AMP Key Investigation. AMP's white paper contends that it fills in as a mode for gathering esteem while matching the impetuses of all members in disseminated tokenized monetary organizations. This is finished by joining a non-inflationary impetus circulation with positive input circles of rising spending capacity. Fundamental financial models are created to show that AMP proceeds as low instability guarantee, with its worth becoming simply because of the utility it offers. By empowering decentralized possession and support in monetary organizations, applications based on AMP can become significant degrees more expense proficient than existing frameworks and assist with killing the staggering extra weight loss of conventional social and monetary designs for monetary exchanges. The record proceeds. AMP current cost. For AMP, there are clashing expectations from investigators, with some expecting accomplishment while others anticipating looming destruction. In one view, AMP is portrayed as a poor speculation by wallet investor who accepts it will drop most of its worth after some time. AMP is right now worth $0. AMP has moved 0.28% as of now with an exchanging volume of $7,840,778. AMP is right now positioned 142 among all cryptographic forms of money with a market capitalization of $207,217,855 USD. Using the overall strength record, moving weighted normal, Williams fractal and moving normal intermingling difference from the diagram above, we can decide cost designs for AMP to conclude whether having a bullish or negative year is going. Our cost expectation estimates utilize constant AMP market information, and all information is refreshed live on our site. This permits us to give dynamic cost expectations in light of current market action. AMP Value Forecast 2022. AMP, from certain perspectives, is one of the most astounding digital forms of money to rise this year. The AMP cost gauge for 2022 expects a huge expansion in the year's last part, conceivably coming to $0. Likewise with other digital currencies, the ascent will be steady, yet no impressive drops are normal. Averaging $0 cost is very aggressive. However, it is plausible sooner rather than later given expected joint efforts and progressions. AMP is supposed to have a base worth of $0. AMP Value Forecast 2023. In 2023, AMP cost expectation has a lot of space for development. Because of the expected declarations of various new organizations and drives, we guess that the cost of AMP will before long outperform 1 cent. In any case, we ought to hold on to check whether the AMP's overall strength record emerges from the oversold zone prior to putting down any bullish wagers. Taking into account the market instability, AMP will exchange with a base exchanging cost of $0, a typical exchanging cost of 1 cent. AMP Value Expectation 2024. Assuming that the vertical pattern go on until 2024, it could reach 1 cent and AMP might benefit. On the off chance that the market encounters a downfall, the objective may not be met. AMP is supposed to exchange at a typical cost of 1 cent and a low of 1 cent in 2024. AMP value expectation 2025. Assuming AMP effectively supports market opinion among cryptographic money fans, the AMP coin cost could stay stable for the following 5 years. As per our projections, AMP will be green in 2025. The AMP is supposed to reach and outperform its unequaled high in 2025. In 2025, the virtual cash will be valued at 2 cents, with a base cost of 1 cent and a typical cost of 2 cents. AMP value expectation 2026. After some broad determining and specialized investigation, we gauge the AMP cost is supposed to cross a normal value level of 2 cents by 2026, with a base cost of 2 cents anticipated before the year's end. Moreover, AMP has a most extreme value worth of 2 cents. AMP value expectation 2027. Because representing things to come organizations that are supposed to occur by 2027, we are expecting that a bullish pattern will keep carrying the typical cost to around 3 cents. On the off chance that AMP figures out how to break the safe level in 2027, we could see a most extreme cost of 3 cents. Neglecting to assemble the help AMP needs by 2027 could bring about a low of 2 cents. AMP value forecast 2028. While AMP is endeavoring towards interoperability between organizations to rush connection, the bullish pattern from the earlier year is supposed to proceed. So the base exchange cost has been set at 3 cents and a yearly cost close above 3 cents in 2028. AMP value expectation 2029. By 2029, AMP will at last outperform its past ATH values and record new cost level. The base cost could be 3 cents and possibly arrive at a greatest value worth of 4 cents. Averaging out at 4 cents. AMP value forecast 2030. The digital currency market is known to be profoundly unpredictable, which is one of the many justifications for why cost determining is a troublesome errand. Makes an honest effort to conjecture future price tags with accuracy. But all expectations ought not be taken as monetary exhortation, and you should DYOR. In 2030, we are anticipating that digital currency should have acquired reception across numerous areas. Thusly, the greatest AMP cost in 2030 is projected to be 4 cents in case of a bull run, with a typical value level of 4 cents. And AMP has a ton of potential in the crypto field thanks to confirmations with respect to security and speed. However, for the AMP cryptographic money to find success, experts accept that it will expect it to continue extending its environment and exhibiting its valuable application. What is the AMP cost today? Today, AMP is exchanging at $0, a complete market capitalization of $207,217,855. Is AMP a wise speculation? AMP ended up being one of the most discussed coins in the crypto space this previous year. In light of this, it is savvy to say that AMP is a decent decision of speculation. How high might AMP at any point go? The typical cost of AMP might potentially reach $0 a year. Over the course of the following 5 years, it is projected that AMP might outperform 3 cents. What amount will AMP be worth in 5 years? In view of the rising ubiquity of digital money and AMP, a